Good morning, everybody. I picked the cards for the week, so I just thought I'd let you know what they are. Theme for the week, we have Jura, which is my card for trauma and codependency. And this is really about reflecting and looking at where we have wounding, from childhood or from, really horrible situations that may have happened to us. Where we felt disempowered, hurt, all the things, okay? And where can we look at where we're still perpetuating that energy now, where we're still in those environments that kind of, match the exact same environment that we were wounded in, okay? Where we feel disempowered or not loved and cared for and respected and all of those things. So this is really a week for reflecting. I just happened to come across a podcast with Gabor Mate, who has wrote a book called The Hungry Ghost, which I read, which is fascinating. But I think he's just recently come out with another book and he's talking about that. So he's on quite a lot of podcasts at the moment. So I definitely would encourage you to listen to him. He talks an awful lot about trauma and addiction from a place as a doctor, helping people, but also very much within his own story. And for me, it always has to be both. People who are willing to share their experience versus it's all, theory and not lived. So that's the first one. The second card is the card Isle of Jura, which is my card for calling and transformation. I tend to see this card pop up when there's quite oppressive energies around. So it would be my card for kind of that toxic masculinity, okay? And I use that not around men, okay? I use that as that energy which is very oppressive, very controlling. We all have it. Women have it too. So keep an eye on that. This week, watch out where you can use the word should in your language. You should do this, I have to, things like that versus I'm choosing. So just watch your language, how you speak to yourself, how you allow others to speak to you. Just watch what's coming up in your everyday energy field, just keep an eye on it and allow that to inform, how you can grow and evolve this week, because we've got Myrtle Cottage in that position, opportunity to grow. Myrtle Cottage is all about grounding and safety. So this is telling me we've got this great opportunity to bring in this new energy into our nervous system that will really help us get a real sense of safety and groundedness in our energy field, which ultimately takes us out of that kind of survivor mode and more into a kind of, I hate to use these sort of terms, but thriving, more into sort of like an expansion, place of expansion and exploration and curiosity, okay, versus just keep my head down and just surviving. And we all kind of go into that energy, but a lot of it can be related to trauma, okay? So when you start to unpack that, it really helps you start to feel safer in your own energy field. So much of the addiction and the running and all the things is because we don't actually feel safe within ourselves. And lastly, we have got the Atlas Mountains for our integration card, which is around creation and expansion. I'm just going to give you a little bit of what I was doing over the weekend. I was doing some embroidery, never really done it. Got a little YouTube tutorial out, just sat and did it for like an hour. Just found it really lovely. I've done lots of things over the years, soul collage, painting, lots of clay. Just, I've always got a little sort of handy project, when you're using your hands, you're less in here. And so this week is a really good idea to maybe do something different to what you normally do with your hands. Anyway, sending you so much love, take care, and I'll see you all next week.